When hiking in the desert, you need to be very careful. It's like an obstacle course. You gotta watch out for things like these, and that, and these, and those, and that, these, and these, that, these, oh this, those guys, and this, and these. You must always be alert. But you don't really have to be careful about these guys. Time for an apple. Maybe a Larabar too. Having my Granny Smith apple here, and I gotta say these taste a lot different when you're 3 miles into a 6-mile hike in the middle of the desert versus when you're hanging out on a couch on a lazy Sunday. Tastes amazing right now. Just looking out for cactuses. Sorry, cacti. Looks like all the cacti are getting their the pears on them. Look at this one I found in the middle of the trail. It looks like somebody was chomping on it. Look, I stepped on it and it's all pink inside, and I gave my shoe some nice nail polish. Cool. Look at that.
Workout summary. Total time 2 hours, 32 minutes, 28 seconds. Total distance 6.49 miles.
I had a few grapes while I was testing out again this recipe. This is the mushroom fries recipe. Success! Gonna be releasing this one soon. Cause it's delicious. I know it's not the best choice ever, but I don't think it's the worst either. There's a lot of sugar. I don't end up using a lot of the sauce that comes with it anyways. Just warming these up. I'm gonna have them. I had a bunch of the mushrooms. So, a little snack. We'll probably have a salad later on. Chocolate brownie bites. This is what happens when your husband knows what you like, and he's too nice and he brings it home. These are pretty good. Dairy-free, coconut milk, chocolate. I need a work break. Good morning. Alright, it's the morning here. We're driving to Phoenix for a little trip, and I had a couple thoughts I wanted to get out about some things that happened yesterday. So I had a great day yesterday, and I wanted to make a comment about what happens when the person that you're with is having cravings or wants something, for some reason it's funny, like it ends up making you want it less. Like usually when I'm alone, I end up having these really strong cravings and it's up to me to get through them or not. But like my husband was really into ice cream yesterday and he mentioned it in the morning, and I of course have willpower in the morning, and I was like, no, I don't want any. And then he brought some home, and then I really wanted it because it was evening time, when I usually want it. But we didn't get around to having any until 9, and at that point I was like, it's too late now, I don't want any. And you know, because my witching hour is between like 1 p.m. and 7 p.m. so if I can sort of get through that time period, usually I'm fine. But it's just a note about how interesting it is when you're influenced by someone else, and how it can have the opposite effect on you than if you were alone. So that was kind of interesting to see that he really wanted it, but that made me kind of not want it, which is frustrating because oftentimes he wants it, or I want it, and he doesn't care, and then I'm like, no, we must have it, right? Like that makes me really, really want it more when he doesn't care. But then I start to feel crazy. So let me know down in the comments below, do you ever experience that where if you're on your own, that's when you have a really hard time, but if someone else wants it, then you're like, oh, I don't want it, I'm fine. You know? This morning, same thing happened. We drove past a Starbucks and I had a super strong craving for like scones and like coffee, you know, sugar coffee and stuff like that. But we kept driving, we avoided it. I actually avoided it because we made smoothies and we have them in a cooler in the back, and we ate them right when we were going past Starbucks. I was like, nope, must have smoothie because I didn't want to get the other stuff. And then we stopped at a rest stop and he got a soda, and he was like, do you want anything? And I'm like, no, because you're having something I don't want. It's kind of like that thing, like he wanted it so I didn't want it. So let me know down in the comments, do you ever feel that way? Does it ever affect you like that? All right, I remember the other thing I was gonna say was about like lately in the last like 24 hours or so, I've been doing pretty good with kind of willpower, and I don't know if it has more to do with him wanting stuff and me not wanting it, but it's been this thing that I always remember every single month, is that I go through these hard times where I'm craving stuff, and then, you know, I don't do very well for a week or so, but it always comes back around. I always come back around to feeling like I want to be healthy again. Hold on. Okay, I always come back around to feeling like I want to be healthy again, and I want vegetables again, and it's just this, like, you know, cycle throughout the month, depending on lots of different things. And that I think it's important for us to remember, because I was really hard on myself emotionally inside my head for the last couple weeks. Like, oh, why can't you just get it together? You know, you're gonna end up gaining weight and have to do the challenge all over again, and just like making myself feel bad about it, and realizing that don't watch my video while we're driving. This is a hazard. But you know, it always comes back around, and just to have, you know, patience with yourself, that this is all a journey on a daily basis, on a weekly basis, a monthly basis, and then, you know, much longer basis, like a year or whatever. It always kind of depends on so many different factors, and you know, you just got to be like nice to yourself. Some people are really, really good at just eating the same thing every day, or making sure that they get enough vegetables in. You're good at that? You do?
You eat the same thing every day?
Yeah. I'm not like that at all. I can't stand eating the same thing every day. I could do it for a few days and then I'm like, nope, I just can't even possibly eat another bite of that thing I had 4 days in a row. So it just kind of depends on the person. There's so many different factors that go into it. So I guess what I'm trying to say is a note to self and a note to you. Go easy on yourself and have patience, that these are all cycles, and it comes back around whenever whatever challenge is over. And for me, it's probably hormonal or something, I don't know, but it always comes back around every month. So be nice to yourself. That's all I want to say. Bye.